Karine Jean-Pierre makes White House History Friday as Tucker Carlson says qualification is being a black lesbian.
Oh, Lord.
Tomorrow is White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki's last day at the position. Starting next week, she's being replaced by Karine Jean-Pierre, the first black person and, as an out lesbian, the first openly LGBTQ plus person to hold the position. Despite her years of working as part of John Edwards' campaign and 2004 campaign team, then in the Obama White House, and most recently as part of the Biden-Harris campaign, many seem to feel that she is unqualified and was chosen as a token. Watch this.
She's Jen Psaki, or was. Next week she's headed to MSNBC for a new life as a cable news contributor. Wish her luck, of course. Good luck, Jen Psaki. But in the meantime, you've got to wonder who's going to replace her. Who could replace her? Is anyone qualified? Is there another person in this country as shallow, nasty, and partisan as Jen Psaki is? Well, there is. Her name is Karine Jean-Pierre. Listen to Jen Psaki describe Karine Jean-Pierre.
First, as you all know, she will be the first black woman, the first out LGBTQ plus person to serve in this role.
Well, you heard it from Jen Psaki. She's going to be the first, quote, out LGBTQ plus person to be White House press secretary. And thank God. But before you light a candle and begin tonight's celebrations, a quick question. What does LGBTQ plus mean? Hey, Jen Psaki, let us know if you have a minute. Explain every letter in that acronym and specifically what it signifies. We'll wait. Don't hold your breath. She's not going to do it because, like everybody else who uses that phrase, Jen Psaki literally has no idea, no clue at all what it means. It's one of those terms you're not supposed to define. One day you just start using it, LGBTQ plus, and anyone who asks what it means is immediately presumed to be in the out group. So it's not actually a word. Words are meant to signify meaning and communicate it to other people. No, it's not that at all. It's a litmus test. And you could fail. Oh, you don't know what LGBTQ plus means? Keep an eye on that person. Hates gays. But whatever, don't ask questions. Karine Jean-Pierre is our first out LGBTQ plus White House press secretary, and that's all you need to know. It's a good thing. Shut up and celebrate. That's why she got the job. She's in the right group. And to the Biden administration, which thinks exclusively in terms of groups and never in terms of individuals, because individuals are messy and inconvenient, the group is all that matters.
Oh my God.
Next.
Where do we begin?
Where are the barf bags? I mean, we got to add that to the production
What an
here.
asshole.
This guy.
I can notice you watching the video, Josie, and your hand becoming a fist. Like, what is wrong with this?
We have to keep in
delusional
mind
man?
he's been categorized as this not being news, by the way. This is
Well, it
entertainment.
absolutely
Every
is
single
not
thing that
news.
comes out of his mouth
Right.
is a blatant lie.
When
I can't
Putin
stand
starts
this
telling
guy.
you to watch his shows, you know, then you know something's up, right?
Right.
Well, I would like to say that congratulations.
Absolutely.
And fuck Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Did I say that
Yes,
on
you
air?
totally cursed on my show. Jeez, Cindy, you know, out of all of us, I really didn't expect that was going to be you to do that.
I kind of thought that would have been me.
Right? Now, ladies, I mean, am I the only one who thinks that Karine is going to have to work 3 times as
Yes.
hard,
Of course she
especially
is.
right now with what you said, Josie, about women, you know,
course.
in the limelight looking inferior or having to act inferior in certain places and certain roles.
Yeah, and listen, on top of that, having newscasters or whatever he is, I don't even know an
He's
anchor for
a
television.
humorist.
But with people like that in leaders in government and leaders, you know, these folks making those kind of comments, because I'm sure if Tucker's saying that, watch this, this is going to be a new little tagline for the Republicans,
Correct.
the GOP, and whoever else is the QAnons and all of them, okay? And we're going to start hearing that. And I just know that, again, like our new justice, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just like Ketanji, okay? You know, I think that Karine is going to be fine, because what she had to do to get there
Correct.
is nothing. Tucker Carlson doesn't even hold wind.
Well, I'm with you, Josie, but you know how many people listen to that fool?
yeah, sure.
A lot of crazy ass
That's
people
the terrifying
that voted
thing.
for Trump listen to that.
The
fool.
derision with which he speaks of her, it's just dripping off him, and you know that that's being absorbed, and that becomes very scary, and it gets transferred
and it feeds
onto
those people, Gotti.
It feeds
it
them.
feeds those hate.
And then they
spewing
take that
people.
hate to schools, that
Right.
like
That's
right.
they take it to the public spaces, and they scatter it everywhere while he's protected. And I just don't know why he hasn't been brought up for hate speech, honestly, because
They tried.
He is really fomenting a really ugly response, and it's fearful, and it's ugly, and it's awful.
Well, and let's remember that hate crimes is actually still against the law.
Right.
And,
Well, but so separation of church and state, and that doesn't seem to stop anybody these days.
But since everything is so foggy these days,
Right.
we don't know what's legal anymore and what's,
We don't even know if we're going or coming anymore. It's just one of those things. I mean, like, Gotti, how is, like, don't say gay passed? You're a teacher. How is the air in school? I mean, I know school's almost over, but
I'm lucky that, working in Miami, we have always had protections before the protections even were widespread. So it hasn't touched me yet, but there are people who are nervous and are scared. And the kids themselves are the ones who are upset and are worried they aren't going to be represented. But, in my classroom, we're very gay. And I, for one, am going to greet everybody and say, I'm so gay to see you on the first day of school, because it's also a synonym for happy. Sorry, take it up with the dictionary. Take it up with the dictionary.
Take it up with the dictionary. I love
love
that
it,
too.
Gotti.
I will always lead with, we'll have a gay old time.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the